How's it going today, guys? My name is Vital, and in this one, I want to talk about how every week that passes by, there is an opportunity to learn, right? And so I say this because I've seen it in my own life where I'm like going through life, and at the end of each week, I realized like, wait, I was solving all of these problems. I was, making all of these mistakes and then realizing they're mistakes. And when I look back, I'm like, there's a lot of insight to pull from my weeks. But if I'm not actively looking back at my week and saying like, what did I learn this week? What problems did I solve? What mistakes did I make that I don't want to make again? I start realizing that when I don't do that, I'm like sort of in this NPC state where I'm like not thinking at a very high level, right? And so I want to bring this to your attention too, right? Because like any human being that's walking on earth right now, on a day-by-day basis, there is some problems they're confronting, some mistakes they're gonna probably make that day or that week. And if we're not taking the time at the end of each week to reflect like, hey, what did I learn? What problems did I tackle this week? Or what solutions did I implement? And if we're not actively doing that, it's gonna be very, very difficult to carry through life with the lessons that we gain, right? So like a lot of people already know that when you make a mistake, it's completely fine as long as you don't make it again, right? And the same thing, like whenever you solve a problem, right? We all celebrate like, oh, we solved this problem, they shouldn't stump us ever again. But like, if you go like 3 months later, you can make the same mistake if you're not like actively writing down what mistakes you made, if you're not actively writing down what solutions you used to solve some of the problems you faced. You're gonna find it very, very difficult to not repeat the same mistakes, to not run into the same problems and have to rethink of solutions you've already encountered before in the past. So what this looks like is very simple. At the end of every week, like on a Sunday or something, what you do is you grab a pen or a paper and you like write down what problems you faced that week and whether you solved them or not. You write down what mistakes you made and how you're not going to make them again. And when you're moving this intentional in life, it becomes like literally like fool me once, that's cool, but you can never be fooled twice. All right. Like that's the only way to do it. You have to actively do it. It's not going to magically happen on its own. You're not going to magically walk through life remembering every single solution you've ever implemented on a problem. You're not going to walk through life avoiding every mistake you've ever made in the past, right? Unless you have an intentional practice of saying, hey, these are the lessons I learned and this is how I'm going to act from now on. When you do that literally on a week by week basis, you start doubling. And the reason I say do this in a week is because in a single day, it's very hard to extract like major lessons from it unless some significant event happens that day, right? So it might be like you're going through a problem on Monday and you don't solve it until Thursday, right? And so like that's why I say reflect on the week, because you have a lot more data to pull from. And yeah, so just go out there whenever you're facing problems. Keep in mind, like at the end of the week, I'm gonna write about this. At the end of the week, I'm gonna look back on this moment and see what I learned from it. And when you're going through life like that, it also becomes very interesting because you're a student of life. You're like, life through this problem, this is how I responded. It worked or it didn't work. And all of a sudden your problems also seem like a lot more like a challenge rather than something that's derailing you in life, something that's weighing you down. So definitely do this practice. I couldn't recommend it enough. Other than that, share the video, give us a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.